Welcome back, Honestman, Fallout 4, Survival. I'm here with Curie. We are standing on a bridge just next to the USS Riptide. We have not ever crossed this point north, but that is the plan. We cross north and then get over to Cambridge Polymer Labs to do some science. We also have a level up, which we're going to take care of right now, and we're going to put into luck. We're basically... We shouldn't have too much more hesitation, at least in the short term, for levels, because I've kind of settled on Science 3 here as what is requisite for the Gauss rifle. So, Science 4 is just not on my radar for the foreseeable future. And I've also, I'm pretty comfortable with the assertion that McCready's headshot bonus plus concentrated fire means you kind of don't need sniper. There's still value. I'll get it eventually, but this is not critical path. For all practical intents and purposes, I think we basically completed our build in 40 levels, which I'm pretty happy about. So now we're just getting into Gravy Town. It's going to be better criticals, critical banker, and then, for quality of life, we may even start pushing some points to get to armor and to just help our carry weight. Speaking of which, more housekeeping. A few episodes back, I mentioned how great Radstag meat is, and I stand firm in my attestation for it because of the plus 25 carry weight. However, I did run afoul of a bug, which is apparently a known thing, but I didn't know about it. And I might be getting the details a little wrong, but you'll get the gist, which is that if you... And we can walk and talk here. If you're asleep, if you're in-game sleeping when the Radstag meat wears off, then it will not correctly decrement your carry weight. And you'll just permanently have more carry weight. And somehow I managed to do that twice in a very short span of time. And I think it had to have been when I was making the big pushes north with McCready, that for whatever reason, as luck would have it, it just worked out. Because I noticed my carry weight was higher than it should be. I'm like, why in the world? That's why. It was a bug. Now, that's a big pain in the butt, because the only way to fix it is through the console, which is disabled in survival. So, long story short, I downloaded a mod to enable the console in survival mode so that I could fix my carry weight back to what it's supposed to be. So we're back to legit now. The bug, unwittingly, the bug helped me with some of my carry weight as I was hauling stuff from the insane asylum. But I think that's about it, honestly. So I got it back down to the base now. And yeah, base carry in survival is 75 pounds. I have 2 strength, which is 20 pounds extra, is 95. And then I have plus 30 with all of my pockets. Which a different thing I had mentioned previously too was I like to run a lightweight chest piece. No, pocket. The pocket is 10 pounds. Lightweight, I think, only saves you about 4. So you net 6 pounds of carry weight with the pocket. Obviously, you don't get the AP bonus that the lightweight mod applies. But for combat armor, it's only 2 AP anyway, which is garbage. In the early part of the game, when weapons were much lighter, I could get away with it. But at this point in the game, I think you definitely want pockets on all of your equipment pieces, including the chest piece. And as you can see here, I am legit, right? We're at 125, which is the correct carry weight here. And I'm currently running at 108. Part of the reason I'm able to run at 108 right now is because I'm not actually carrying a sniper rifle. I did fully kit out that Gauss rifle. It is a beast, but it's also extremely heavy, and so is the ammunition. So for what we're doing here, I know that I don't think I really need it. So we're just going light with the shotgun and combat rifle. And that's the play. Moving forward, we'll just have to adjust that as we come. This next tier of weaponry is noticeably heavier than the previous tier. So we're going to have to do some accommodating for that. And like right now, for example, I'm carrying a lot of mines and grenades I basically never use. So that's weight I can drop. I have settled in, at least temporarily, on 5 water for a trip, as long as it's not too crazy of a trip, instead of 10. I was previously doing 10 in the early game. And similarly, 5 stim packs. I was previously doing 10. This is still too high. I think 5 is too high. I think really you want like 2. Because more likely than not, you're going to find some in the field. And ultimately, it's not like you can spam these anyway. Like every time you pop a stim pack, you need at least 2 water. So there's a check and balance there. And ultimately, if you're using a lot of stim packs, you're probably not using a lot of stim packs. You're probably dead. If you're getting that lucky that, oh, I'm going to heal some more, you're probably dead, or you're probably being sloppy. I also have quite a bit of meat here that I probably don't need. Like, this is probably too much meat for the trip that I'm taking here. I could definitely cut weight by dropping a lot of this meat. But that's it. I said a lot of things. We're going to go do some stuff.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
Sure. The world may have ended, but why not sit at a desk all day?
Let's see what employment opportunities we have available for someone given your qualifications. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position of Sales Coordinator. Expect a loquacious future in haggling for military funding. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
No, let's just move it along.
Due to staffing needs, we can forego the orientation at this time. Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room.
Ooh.
Sales staff are provided with a business suit, the cost of which will be deducted from your first commission. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room. The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention and welcome to the team. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently, staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete.
This is the opposite of decontamination. It's contaminating me. Okay, Curie, let's clear this place out. We have science to do. Okay, we'll sample here.
I feel almost at home here.
Oh, is there a terminal here? Here we go, Erica's terminal. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. Initial studies have led us to hypothesize that by taking a known piezoelectrical material, lead zirconium titanite, and properly applying a polymer of gold and lithium hydride, that a localized conversion of ionizing radiation to electrical energy might be achieved. This method of compact energy harvest may prove suitable for application to pre-existing power armor currently in use by U.S. Armed Forces. So that's the gist. That's what this lab was working on, is this
Oh, laboratory. We must see what they were researching.
modification to power armor. I'm wigging out here. We got ghoul trouble. We need to take care of first and foremost.
Be careful. I believe we're supposed to fight a police. Yeah? We are fighting. Going on a civic discussion instead.
Okay, Curie's hung up a little. Yeah, so we're looking for these samples here. And it's possible that... Actually, can I carry this? I can. It's possible that these aren't randomized, and if I just knew which ones to go for, I'd be able to beeline it. But I don't have that memorized, so I'm just going to go grab them all. Holy cow. He was awful quick to react. Yeah, there's definitely a radioactive... There's definitely a radioactive sample in this area here that we're going to have to get into. I'm just trying to clear everything prior to that. Because there's also going to be probably like a glowing one in there, I'm expecting. So we'll clean out the low-hanging fruit first before taking him on. Just out of prudence, of course. He's in there, trust me. We're just going to identify these, scan. Lithium hydride, that's one of them that we need. Tungsten, gallium. Yeah, we need one that says gold. I believe we need a gold sample. Let's do the upstairs first, actually. These guys clomping around are making me nervous. And there's some terminals around here that help you, give you kind of some clues on how to navigate this. Curie, did you just shoot me? I swear I just took a shot. I think she just shot me. Yeah, so I kind of want to condense the story a little bit. Ooh, here's a sample. This guy here, I mean, you can very clearly see that this guy, he's got like teapot, teacup, rat poison. Now, before I read the note, I think I need to provide some additional context. So, these scientists were in here. Then the bombs fell, which is to say, like, the war officially went nuclear. And they were considered non-essential personnel. Which is to say that there was no help coming. Now, how could they make themselves essential personnel? Well, if they complete this project, and then have, you know, something that is directly applicable to the war effort, then they bump up on the priority list. And then possibly they can get an extraction. So the guy running the place, the guy in charge, who I think is actually married to one of the scientists, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. He keeps this all a secret from everyone. He passes it off as, quote, mandatory overtime. And, you know, ostensibly he does this with the presumption that, you know, we just need to keep everyone focused on the task at hand, and then that's going to save all of us. Rather than, you know, being honest, you know, being a human being, telling people the truth. So he keeps them all in the dark and just physically locks them in here so they can't get out. Much like me and Curie are now locked in here and we can't get out. And, you know, some of the people inside, you know, take offense to being locked inside a laboratory for an indeterminate amount of time. And they go about trying to break out through various means. Yeah, so here's the here's the official mandatory overtime communication. Good morning, everyone. I know you've all been here overnight and everyone is tired, but I need everyone to push through just a little longer. Dr. Elwood Woolham has said that you are very close to cracking the problem with the nucleostrictive lining project, and I have a good feeling that today will be the day. Along with our normal snacks, I've sent a runner to Slocum's Joe for coffee and donuts. We'll be ordering Spuckies later this afternoon. I also just got off the phone with Colonel Kemp, and he said there may be some training exercises happening around town today. So if you hear what sounds like tanks or gunfire, don't panic. It's just a drill. But yeah, certainly it is not just a drill. There's Chinese soldiers in the streets. That's the password. We're just going to hack it because we're cool like that. But yeah, so this guy just locks...
At all costs.
Oh, I thought you were a ghoul.
Irreparably.
You're lucky, Curie. I almost capped you. But yeah, so he locks everyone in, trying to get them to finish this thing. There it is. There's our gold. But corollary to that is, if we finish this research, it'll open the door and we can get out. There's a lot of... I really like this place insofar as the terminals, I think, do a great job. And there's just so much cool flavor text kind of explaining what's going on. And I will go read this suicide note before I forget about it. Everyone else left tried to get into Bergman's lab to get the password for the isotope containment, but he rigged up some kind of gun. Erica was killed. Most of my hair is gone from the radiation and I can barely see. There's no way I can finish the research on my own now, so I've chosen to make it a quicker end. John Elwood, he's the boss. John Elwood, I'll see you in hell. Tom Franklin. Part of the complication with all of this is that they had this reactor in the back here, and when the bombs dropped, it sort of cracked it, or like cracked the containment field for it, the containment barrier. So radiation started leaking into the lab where everyone was trapped. It's not a good combo. Okay, so I did just open the door through the terminal, and it makes this super annoying siren. Here's our glowing one that I mentioned. Oh my god, he barely took any damage. What the hell? Curie? Yeah, I was going to say, Curie, I'm going to want you to stand clear. I've apparently made a horrible mistake.
He's not advised.
Oh, he is taking good damage now. Okay.
Enemies are being dispatched.
What in the world? I don't understand what happened there, why he was so resilient. Okay, anyway, we got it done. I do have the hazmat suit, but there's no way I can clear enough weight right now for that to be viable. So here's our sample, uranium. So I just popped a Rad-X instead. I was still taking a boatload of radiation. I think that's all we wanted in here, though. There's not a whole lot to see. Okay, so now we just need to check. Yeah, they basically have the recipe right here. Lithium hydride, gold, and then our uranium. Yeah, so Regent 1. Lithium hydride, Region 2, gold, and then over here, our isotope. There we go. And now, science. There's our power armor. Goes through the process.
Excellent.
Curie loved that. He loves the science. Now,
I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Have you completed the research on the Pisa nucleic lining project?
The prototype is done.
Wonderful. Mandatory overtime mode disengaged. Clean room override disengaged. The director will want to see this immediately. Please, follow me.
we want to get ahead of Molly here to pick this lock. Just because we can. Because we're cool like that. She's going to take us up to the director's office. Because he couldn't possibly still be in there, right? He's not waiting around.
This is Director Elwood's office. I expect he will be quite excited to see the prototype. Sir, wonderful news. The nucleostrictive plating project has finally produced a working prototype. I must apologize for the director. He hasn't been himself lately. Must be the office flu. Payroll systems indicate that I have been authorized to provide you with a completion bonus at this time. Here is your bonus, minus
You are
taxes
so
and benefits.
very
Unfortunately,
distracting.
due to a lack of current
You know
projects,
this,
we
yes?
must lay off redundant staff members at this time. This is not a reflection on your work, and we will be happy to provide you with a positive reference. Shutting down.
Alright, Curie, were you trying to talk to me just then?
Hey.
You need something, yes?
Hi.
Do you have time? It is important to me.
You're pretty distracting yourself.
I had a point, a reason. Oh, yes. My control of feelings is worse than before. And you are no help. With your teasing of poor little Curie. But it is not just you. Sometimes a simple compliment, nice hair, and I am flustered. Confused. Other times, people suggest the strangest and most lurid things, and I am even more confused. Why do people do this?
Because you're so cute when you're confused.
You are not making any of this easier. You? Oh, I must get a handle on this if I am ever to advance my experiments.
Hey,
What do you want? What shall we talk about?
your thoughts?
Sometimes I feel things so vividly. It's a wonder people don't explode.
That was it.
As you wish.
Okay, and then one last thing here.
Excellent.
There we go. Plus 2% limb damage. Yeah, so here he's talking about the reactor. There's been a problem with the reactor. The shockwave from the initial blast must have cracked the containment lining because there is a growing leak showing up in the detectors in the lab. To make matters worse, Will has been trying to hack into the administrative controls. I've been working to keep him out, but I think the wound in my shoulder may be going septic. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Yeah, I think he ended up taking a bullet at some point. And then he was in here and became ghoul. Kept everyone locked in. And one of those people was his wife that he had locked in. But anyway, like I said, I think it's super fun. If you're playing through, definitely go through the lore there to get more details on the drama that unfolded. But I gave you the executive summary, at least, so hopefully that will suffice. Me and Curie are going to pick up a little bit and then get out of here. Oh, one quick note, though. There are two different variants. I already gave it to Curie to carry. But that power armor chest piece, there's two different variants. One is a T45 and one is the T51. And we did get the good one, the T51. It's somewhat random, but somewhat correlated to your player level. It's not that great of a legendary effect, as far as I'm concerned, because it requires radiation, rads. So we don't really care. But hypothetically, if it's your jam, you'd want to be careful to get the T51 version. All right, that's it for reals. We're going to get out of here. Okay, we're back on the street level with Curie here. And we're going to head north towards the police station. I think this is the correct direction. We are basically still magazine hunting at this point. There's another building. Oh my god, come on. Trap myself behind a fence. Maybe this is it? I think this is it. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in here, actually.
Got it.
This was not locked at all. Oh, wait.
Deadeye?
It is?
So much for Deadeye. I gotta turn this radio off.
Your fraternal orders always carry such stockpiles.
Trying to... I was trying to look at Deadeye's head here. I think he's actually blind. Checks out. That's why they call him Deadeye. These... Yeah, I had the shotgun out. That's not the right weapon for that engagement distance. We need to get to a more strategically advantaged location. God. Alright, hold on, Curie. Let me get the flank here. Keep distracting him. Did he come all the way down? Jesus. He must have.
Yahoo?
Yes, Curie. Yahoo. She dropped him all by herself. Reduces damage while blocking or sprinting. That's not what we're looking for. But it'll sell for an okay amount. Alright, that was a little more lively than I was expecting. But let's see if we can't find... Oh yeah, see.
Hell yeah.
Guns and bullets. Plus 5% crit damage for ballistic weapons. Little guns for little ladies. There we go. Me and Curie are going to do our thing, and then final stop here, at least for this little stretch, is going to be back to the police department. Okay, so now we're back at the police station, and since the Pridwin rolled in and Dance's crew was able to get in touch with the mothership, as it were, there's a whole bunch of new Brotherhood here at the police station, and they really fixed the place up. The reason this is relevant is because you have to wait until this point, until the place gets picked up and the Brotherhood comes in, before this safe, which I just picked, it's an expert safe.
Never turn your back on a gunner.
Shut it. This safe right here, as you can see, is going to have a Guns and Bullets magazine in it. Just like that. Plus 5% crit for ballistic weapons. There we go. And of course, you know, there's other stuff that respawned around here, so we'll do what we do and then pick up after that.
Nakano seemed like a good sort, trying to make the best of things in a tough world. Remind you of anyone?
Well, look who's back. Still got another case if you're interested. Tracking down one Earl Sterling. Nick, where'd you leave that one? I can't seem to find it.
On the desk. About time Earl finally got his due. Good to be back in Diamond City.
Earl Sterling's disappearance. Client Vadim Babrov. Another disappearing act to unravel. Earl Sterling, 25-year-old bartender at the Dugout Inn. One of the owners, Vadim, noticed that Earl hadn't been into work for a few days. Security was called in, no investigation of course, quote, the Institute took him, end quote, is the unofficial word about town. Like always, Vadim came into my office half drunk with a sob story about how he and Earl went way back, and that he just can't believe that Earl would get snatched up by the boogeyman. My gut says he's right. Earl didn't have any enemies, at least none with motive enough to kill the guy. Not living with anyone either, so I'll have to see if Vadim or someone else at the dugout has his keys. I'd rather not have to explain to security why I was picking the lock on Earl's door if I slip up and get caught in the act.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
The meeting you put Earl's case to bed for a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure. Someone would have to notice you're alive first.
Earl didn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes of passion. What's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
Guess that's up to you to find out.
Good luck with the
Pick
case.
up Earl's key from Vadim Bobrov. He runs the Dugout Inn.
Okay, we're going to have to leave Earl hanging for a little while to figure out what's going on there. Right now, we're outside Hangman's Alley. Just had to get rested and everything. And Curie and I are going to head south to get some paint for the big green monster. This is another little side quest that Curie should like. I don't think she's going to love it, but she'll like it. Oh, and I do have another level up. Let's knock that out. We're still pushing luck. I think... Do I want better or more? I feel like I want more first. So let's get luck up to 7. And the next one, we'll go Critical Banker 1. Just so that we can stock... Ooh. Just so that we can stock 2 crits total instead of 1. Speaking of luck, plus 2 luck. But yeah, we'll want to get to 2 crits total first. I think that's the play. And then focus on making them stronger. Because I feel like 1 is too lean. Like right there in that situation, I was able to cap him off without a crit. But if he was a little nastier, I sure would have liked to have had the option. But I'd already... But I had already used up a crit.
She's right back here. Hurry.
Yeah, this is 1000% trap.
Hey! I told you to bring them in through the basement. Shut up! They're headed this way now. Be ready. It's taking so long. I don't know. Maybe you should go check it out. You don't think I will? Tired of sitting on my ass anyway. What's the point of hiding back? Huh?
I'll find you.
Demo. That one had a name.
Scared, huh?
Just give it a little pop pop.
Again.
Yeah, this was the one that let us in here. I'm not sure if there's more.
No books here. Also, home construction has never been my area of expertise.
We're going to check the upstairs here just to be sure. Yeah, I think we're clear on enemies. Obviously, there's going to be your standard random stuff to pick up. I believe there's also going to be a magazine, but it's not a good one. It's one of those picket fences ones. So it's like something lame.
Yes.
Can build high-tech light in your workshops. Great. Me and Curie are going to cut right to the meat here, which is... I mean, the more interesting part, perhaps, is the broader context of this facility, this building, which is that these raiders would run this scam of tricking people to coming in, tricking good Samaritans into coming in with the pretense that, you know, someone's in trouble, and then murdering whoever gets lured in. Then they throw their bodies down this pit. Because that's cool. That's what you do. These are mostly traders, some settlers. But the reason me and Curie are here is because we need some paint for the green monster. So clearly... Clearly yellow and blue make green.
Is this worth anything? This one? The background is very confusing.
There we go. All set. So now we got our green paint. Me and Curie are going to head back to Abbott.
You're back. You find that paint?
Wasn't easy, but I found some, yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
Working hard?
That's a good shade of green. The wall sure seems happy with it.
Happy to help. It's been an honor.
It's nice to work with someone who knows how to show respect. There's your payment, and a little bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything with it I wouldn't do.
I hope the reward is satisfying.
Okay, well, lots of random stuff this time around. Here we're at the Colonial Tap House, and we're going to start a thread here that unfortunately we're not going to follow up on immediately, but partly because it takes a little bit of time to get to the next phase, but we're going to get the ball rolling here.
Come on, Darcy, let's go.
Take it easy. I don't think she wants to leave just yet.
Hey, this is between me and my wife. Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always have to make a scene? Pour me another drink.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home later.
Can't believe you'd do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of here before you do something stupid.
You son of a bitch.
Don't hurt him, Henry.
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
He got knocked the F out.
Sorry I had to see that. Things are usually a lot quieter around here. Perfect place to drink, if you're buying.
What was that argument about?
Nothing much. You see, Darcy here likes to relax and enjoy life from time to time, and her husband Paul doesn't. He's not a bad guy, really. Just a little uptight. Too bad he can't learn to relax, huh, Darcy?
Shut up. I don't come here to talk about Paul. You there! I haven't seen you in here before. Why don't you make yourself useful and buy me a drink or something?
You don't look like you need another drink.
Aren't you all high and mighty then? Why don't you get lost so I can drink in peace?
Lighten up, Darcy. This isn't your own private bar, no matter what you might think. Now, you need to order anything?
So, is this your place?
That's right. Owner, bartender, sympathetic ear. I try to provide a little oasis from the hardships of life. Name's Cook, by the way. Henry Cook. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Not looking to buy right now.
Some other time.
Drama. High drama. Alright, come on, Curie. Okay, as we continue our random-ass tour, we're in Vault 81 now to finish up a little side quest here with the children's.
When your numbers get over 10, you carry the extra to the next column. Would you like to tell the students one of your stories now?
I'd be glad to.
Wonderful. The kids are so excited. Children, listen up. We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
Deathclaws are very dangerous. Huh. It was a tough fight.
How did you beat it?
Raiders trapped Preston. What?
A group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped.
But you rescued him, right?
Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix.
Power armor! Wow.
I wasn't ready when the Deathclaw crawled out. Good thing I had that power armor.
That sounds scary.
Have you ever seen a Deathclaw?
No. Miss Katie says they're big lizards with huge claws. Don't stop now.
I was hurt pretty badly, but Preston and I finally killed it.
Wow.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a thank you gift for you. Here.
Here, there we go. Melee book. Alright. On we go. Okay, final errand of the day. We're just going to head south from Vault 81 here. We have some baseball memorabilia to collect for the Swada guy in Diamond City. And I'm really just sort of baiting my breath here, waiting for Curie to max. I feel like she's got to be close. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm overestimating it. I do have the Gauss rifle with me here. Not hotkeyed, of course. Here we go. So this puppy is fully decked out, fully upgraded as a sniper rifle. I don't expect we'll need it, but I brought it along just in case. Just as a bit of insurance. In case we find some legendary trouble or something. Is this what you're hoping for, huh, Curie? Well... when the stuff starts popping out of the water, you might feel otherwise. Yeah, see, like right here. Catcher's mitt.
They were not in the old world, right?
That's right, Curie.
I believe a sniper has found us. I believe the enemy is gone. We appear to be under fire.
Oh, hatchlings. Yeah, you can take care of those. Oh yeah, there's a clutch of eggs there.
Nice.
There we go, there's the baseball.
It was not locked at all. Oh, wait. You did this? I'd much rather.
There's the card.
Very wet.
Indeed, Curie. Indeed. Alright, that's it. Those are all 3 items. We're all clear. We're gonna head back to Diamond City.
Hey, Mo.
Any luck getting those relics? Well, the future of baseball could depend on them.
Got them all right here.
I like your gumption. Let me take a look. This baseball, it's the real deal. You'd sign one of these and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field. Look at that card. See those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player. Check out the leather on that mitt. Ah, really good players use them to catch bullets. True fact there. That's everything on the list. Thank you. Far as I'm concerned, you're now a part of baseball collector history.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
Hi.
Ready to head back out?
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving.
I think if you travel with Kate, you may need to bring a little more ammo.
You're just jealous because you'll be missing all the fun.
Okay, it looks like we can
Still need to ask you something.
talk to Paul here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You were in the tap house before, and
You got your ass kicked by your wife's lover.
yeah, pretty pathetic, right? Guy's sleeping with my wife, and I can't even do anything about it.
Kill him.
Everybody's got their problems, pal.
No, I need your help. I'll pay you. I've got some money, and I can get some more. I'm going to go back and talk to him, and I want you to come with me. You saw? He won't take me seriously otherwise. I don't want to have to really hurt him. I just want him to leave Darcy alone.
You're gonna have to make it worth my while.
Asking for taps might make the job go down a bit easier.
Well, okay. I can only pay you 80 caps right now, but I'll scrape together more after we take care of Cook.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Come on.
I'll meet you there then. Don't be late.
Yeah, I'll be there. I just have to close up.
We need to talk.
Jesus, Paul. What now?
It's time for you to shut up and listen, Cook.
What the hell is this? And what are you doing here? Don't tell me he's hired you to help lean on me.
Paul just asked me to, come with him.
Is that how it is? Okay. Well, I'm listening, Paul. What do you have to say this time?
Just this. You leave Darcy alone, starting now, or else.
Now that is a very bad idea. You don't want to pull a gun on me unless you intend to use it.
But you think I won't use it? Huh? Do I just need to kill you? Is that what you're saying?
Why don't you see if Cook is gonna listen?
That's what you want, isn't it?
I get it, Paul. You've got every right to be pissed off at me, but we can work this out.
Keep talking.
This is a good start.
Look, I'll stay away from Darcy from now on. It's over. You have my word on that.
Your word? What's your fucking word worth, huh?
I'll make it up to you. I know a way to get a lot of money right now. You and I both know the only reason Darcy comes up here is she's pissed at you. If you were flush again, everything would be different. Besides, I owe you for what I've done.
Well, what do you think?
We can always kill him later, if it doesn't work out.
I'm going to choose to ignore that comment. Here's the deal. I have some other, businesses on the side. One of them is helping Nelson Latimer spend his dad's money to make himself feel like a gangster.
Who's Nelson Latimer?
Malcolm's kid. An arrogant little pissant. But useful, since he has all the money in the world and likes to think of himself as a budding crime boss. Me and Nelson are supposed to be meeting some gentleman from Goodneighbor to exchange Nelson's cash for their chems. My plan is simple. We take the money and the chems.
I don't know. An awful lot of unknowns.
Trust me, we can do this, no problem. The meeting's always in the same place. They always bring the same number of guys. They'll never know what hit them.
I'm in. Let's do this.
What do you say, Paul? Are we good?
Good? Hardly. But I don't mind you helping me get rich.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's break up a drug deal. It's a great idea. But that's where we're going to wrap it. I've been going a long time now, and I'm not sure how the edit's going to turn out, but I think this is going to be a wrap. Next time, we're going to finish up, we're probably going to finish up this drug deal and then kind of go from there. I'm thinking I want to get Kate down to the vault that she's after. That might be next on tap, but we'll see. I have to think about it. In any event, thank you all so much. Please like, subscribe. Mary Abernathy is going to see you next time.